Hey everybody, welcome to the Two Doctors live community viewing. I'm so excited to be here live streaming a Sixth Doctor episode. I believe that this is the first Sixth Doctor story that we have ever done. We'll be watching the Two Doctors. It is the episode with the Sixth and Second Doctors together. It's so awesome, and I'm so excited to be here. This is for another TARDIS Monkey event, so make sure you follow at TARDIS_monkey over on Twitter, and hashtag it is a big one. This is a second Doctor line from the episode, and yeah, how are you all doing today? Good to see you, John Fisher, in the chat. Benji Kazooie 59, Patrick Sherwood, thank you all for moderating. The Ultimate Minecraft, hello there, my love for Doctor Who as well, the classic Doctor Who years fan and Whovian 2016. How are you all doing today? I am so glad I have my seltzer here with me today, and just getting trying to keep cool around here. What are you guys all watching on, and how long has it been since you've seen this episode? Lucky Golden Rock Studios, hello. Gary Contois in the house says, "Love the second Doctor. Enjoy everyone. Thank you very much." Hello, everyone. This is one of the very few stories I don't own. Sir Meowsalot 89. I'm sorry, but I'm glad that you're here to hang out anyway, as well. Let's see. I'll pop. Make sure you follow TARDIS Monkey over on Twitter for future events, because we've done. Let's see. We've done the TV movie. We've done the Five Doctors, the Three Doctors. It's really cool. So it's at TARDIS_monkey. Yep. So I'll just share that in the chat. Good to see you all. Boba Tender says I may have to review this episode soon after the watch. That would be cool. Good to see you all here. Banjo Kazooie 59 says watching on VHS is my first time with the story. That's so exciting. Comment down below. Yeah, this is your first time. I was thinking about it, and I think I have all the ways to get the Two Doctors on physical media. So we have the Two Doctors Region 1 DVD. This is the original version, published in, put out in, when was this released? Copyright 2004. There is, I think, there's a re-release of this, which I don't have yet, but I also have the Two Doctors VHS. There it is, with some interesting artwork on the front there and the back. So I have it on VHS, and I also have the Target novelization first edition that in this lovely little slipcase. So yeah, Boba Tennant watched it over a year and a half ago. We'll be watching it in 4 minutes. So that's 7 p.m. BST, 2 p.m. EST. So make sure you're ready. There's some high stakes for this one today because I took out the disc from here and saw that it is kind of scratched. So I'm worried that at some point it might just like I won't be able to continue watching, but I'll still hang out with you guys and you can keep me updated as to what's going on. Bob Dog 7, hello, good to see you. Skytrap, uh, AI ASMR, welcome. I am relaxing with the moon base on in the background. I've not got it. That's cool though. If you're watching Doctor Who and we're just connecting, that's great as well. The Ultimate Minecart says I'm planning to get some 7th Doctor DVDs soon. That's amazing. I just had today's video. I was able to unbox some Region 2 7th Doctor DVDs, so that's very awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat, Bradshaw's Studio. Thank you so much. That's so very kind. Thank you for sending a super chat. That's amazing. Number 2 is one of my favorites. Whovian 2016 says that's so cool. Love the second Doctor, for sure. Oh my gosh, when did I last watch this episode? Patrick Sherwood wants to know. It's been years. It's been years. I love the episode, but I think I've just not got around to rewatching it in a while, so I'm very very excited for it. I haven't watched any of Colin Baker's episodes of Classic Doctor Who Years fans. That's amazing. So this will be a first time for you. That's so cool. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. Patrick Sherwitz is going to have to go and set up the episode on my TV. I will be back soon. Yes, definitely do that. Make sure you're ready because we will be pressing play right on the hour. Yes, John Fisher says at Bradshaw's Studio. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, indeed. That's very, very kind. I'm very glad to be here today with all of you and watching the Two Doctors. It's fun to have anytime you have Centaurans in classic Doctor Who. That's a plus in my book. And to have a multi-Doctor story that's not just on a an anniversary, like that's really cool and unique too. Second Doctor is my favorite Doctor. Lucky Golden Rock Studios says that's amazing. It's so cool to see him, back on the show and in color and willing to do that. That is very exciting. T minus 2 minutes. Comment down below if you have. How are you watching this episode? I think in the UK you can get the DVD. You can get it as part of the Bread for War box set, um, and you can get the VHS. But I think that's all. That's all the ways you can watch. Aiden Phillips and Spazzy Trish in the house. Hello, good to have you. It doesn't feel right to have a stream without Spazzy Trish and Aiden Phillips. So glad to see a lot of people here. Streaming Out 89 says, I have seen this episode 3 times in the last 3 years. It just happens to be one I don't own yet. I'm missing 3 Sixth Doctor stories. What are the other 2? Uh, Good to see all of you. If you want to see some lovely presents that John Fisher has sent me, as well as 2 presents from one lovely member of this community called Jeremiah, you can see that latest unboxing video on the channel. Dan Johnson says, hey, I'm here. I feel like I've been gone for ages. It's so good to have you back. We are just about to press play on the 2 Doctors, 3 45-minute episodes, an interesting format for the classic series. My finger's on the play button, lol, says the classic Doctor Who Years fan. Same, same. We're gonna hit play on the hour. Here we go. It's any moment now. I'm not gonna miss it. Patrick Sherwood is back. Let's go. Ready to go. Oh my gosh. The lovely galaxy star is about to just jump right out at us. This is gonna be amazing. Ooh, Hoofy in 2016 says, I'm doing a Patrick Troughton marathon. That's awesome. This is kind of at the end. This should be at the end of that marathon, but oh, press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Well, yeah, that's very cool. A Patrick Troughton marathon is amazing. Hit play. Make sure you're going with a very colorful theme, matching his colorful outfit. I enjoy this theme. Oh my gosh, very 80s Doctor Who. The neon logo, so great. That iconic font. This by Robert Holmes. 3 45-minute episodes. If you made this episode into 6 25 part episodes, then it would be a 6-parter. That's right. This starts in black and white. I love it. It's so hilarious how this starts in black and white and then fades into color. I love how it starts in black and white. Aiden Phillips says, right? Right? Look at that. It's Fraser Hines and Patrick Troughton back in the role. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. 20 castles in the sky. Victoria wanting to learn graphology. This episode brings up a lot of continuity problems, but it's still fun. Ooh. I love it. Patrick Troughton just gets back into the role. Infernal cheek. Let's see. It's been 25 years. Well, no. Let's see. They would have left 1969. So it's been 16 years since they've been on the show regularly, but not that long since they were since they were both in the 5 Doctors. Yeah, that was only 2 years ago at this point. Oh my gosh. Paul Devine, welcome, Paul Devine. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Second Doctor overtakes. Yes. Killer Swift says, I won't be watching this episode because I have unpacking to do. That's okay. Glad that you stopped by and are here in the chat. Banjo Kazooie says, I think this is in season 6B. Skytrap says, I would recommend if the discs are scratched back of the discs. I'm slowly bagging up my discs. You can also watch it on BritBox in the UK. Yes, BritBox is also a thing for the US. Admire his diplomatic skills. Okay, wow. Then we just cut. Oh, wow. They've arrived at the butcher's. It's very not clean, but you're just parking your vehicle in the middle of a sterile kitchen, although it doesn't look that clean. Shock eye. Sir Meowslet 89 says, I need the twin dilemma, the two doctors, Mark of the Ronnie, and Time Lash. Okay. Nice. Well, you've got Vengeance on Varos, and that's what counts. Yeah, no worries, Boba 10. I can't wait to hear your review on this episode. Why is the second Doctor in the 80s console room? Classic Doctor Who Years fan says, and Aiden Phillips says, isn't that the fourth Doctor's console? Yeah, there are many continuity problems that arose from this story, but hey. I'm currently watching the Doctor Who in order. Sir Mails 89 says, just watched the Crotons this morning. Only two more second Doctor stories left, then on to the third Doctor. Wow, you're almost on the Pertwee era. Cucumber. This is great. This is the first Sixth Doctor episode I watched. I didn't like it at first, but I do enjoy it now. Boba Tennant says, that's awesome. I'll be saying through. Caleb says, nice, nice. Oof. Quite the cut there. Just slam your knife into the meat and then we'll cut. Jamie running past the corridor. Aiden Phillips says, I think it's a great gag that aliens call humans Tellurians, right? Banjo-Kazoo59 says that Sir Meowslot has now overtaken me and my Doctor Who watching. Now then, I'm currently binging Deep Space Nine on Series 7. That's amazing. You're making so much progress. Almost done now. Caleb says, now that we are watching the two Doctors, does this mean we might watch a six-parter? Maybe. I'm not sure that I would choose to do a six-parter all in one go. If it's another event going on like TARDIS Monkey, then I might do the longer live stream for that. But yeah, I didn't even think about that when I was like, oh, we'll do the two Doctors, and it was like, oof, it's 3 45-minute parts, that gets long. But we'll definitely do some six-parters. It's just whether or not we'll split them up or not. I'm worried it might be over season. If we never saw the second Doctor in color before he was gray, that would mean he's always gray, Dan Johnson says. Oh, wow. Wow. That's hurts my brain a little. But I think we would have seen the lighter and darker hairs even in the black and white. But oh, that outfit. Oh my gosh, the hair, the sunglasses. That's hilarious. It's the price I pay for my freedom. Oh, my season 6B headcanon is running wild at this point. This set is just great. So many globes. Patrick Shore says, what do you think of the supporting cast in this episode? Interesting is what I would say. It's been ages since I've watched this story, but it's always stuck out in my mind as being like, like there are good episodes and there are bad episodes, and then there are episodes that, regardless of being good or bad, stay in your memory. And whether you're showing them to somebody to like have a laugh or to just there's something unique about certain episodes and something novel. So that's something that I think this episode has always been for me. Is like, this is a fun one to watch. You got to see at least once and see how you like it because it's just so unique. Josh Murphy Studios says hello, welcome to the stream. We're 7.5 minutes into the two Doctors. One meal a day. Oh, I wouldn't enjoy that part of traveling in the TARDIS. Spazzy Trish is watching Time of the Angels. Nice, enjoy. Oh, that has a good cliffhanger. This guy in the office reminds me of Jeff Goldblum in Thor Ragnarok. Aiden Phillips says yes, yes, very much. Oh, that's a great example there. Jack the Film Fanatic, welcome. Says this is the worst multi-doctor story for me. You know, that's fair. That's fair because the three doctors and the five doctors is amazing. Um, but I think that it's a really cool, like, this story was paving the way for future stories to be like, you know, it doesn't need to be an anniversary to bring back another doctor. And I wish that more people had done that. More episodes had just brought back a doctor because it's fun, you know? John Fisher says, please remember to smash the like button if you're enjoying the stream. Thank you so much, John, for that awesome reminder. Yeah, it helps us out, helps more people hear about and see the stream and join. This is really cool. Variable of Time says, good evening, everybody. How are we all tonight? I'm late to the party. No worries. Welcome. This is a big party today. We've got a slightly over 2 hour episode of Doctor Who, 2 hour story. So party will go on for quite a lot longer. Ooh, I have the new effects turned on for this. That's cool. Wow. This music is great. I don't like the season 6B theory. Delboy359 says I much prefer the Big Finish's explanation for this. Interesting. The music when the Centaurans come on in this episode is great, Patrick Sherwood says. I do love it. That just marching theme. There's been a longer break between the last collection and the announcement trailer. Do you think it might be a black and white season because they're having to work longer? Caleb Smith says, I don't think so. I'd be surprised if it was a black and white episode. I just think that production has been delayed for, you know, whatever season that they were going to do next. So, but I would love it. I would love it if it was a black and white season. Boba 10 says, are there new effects for this episode? Doesn't seem necessary. Hmm. Maybe not. Are those just good effects, or I don't see anything here for updated effects, but Gumblejack, pan fried in their own juices. Let's see. Sick doctor just avidly fishing. It's hilarious. Oh, very small record. Oof. Poor sick doctor. There are no new effects. Caleb Smith says, okay. Wow. Really? Wow. Those look good then. It's surprising to me. But yeah, it's not new effects. Wow. That was good. That was good. I'm impressed. Wow. Destare. Last week I forgot to add the Mara to the list of returning villains for Series 13. The Mara, the Malice, the Dominators, and the Crotons are added as well. Of course, Candyman. Yes, certainly has a lot of that would be cool. My mom got her Aussie friend to order the Region 4 set right when it was announced. I'm still very angry at the BBC. Verbal time. It's you never know when they're gonna re-release, but yeah, it was. I don't think anybody expected that to be soon. John Fisher says they're new effects to Alex, lol. It's been a while. Those looked much better than I was expecting. Robert Holmes does it again with a fantastic story. Meet Garth Jenkins, not his autograph. Oh, you got to meet Garth Jenkins. Got his autograph, but sadly no photo. Paul Devine says that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, ham-fisted numbskulls. Doughboy359 says if they do multi-doctor ones on non-anniversaries, it reduces the special nature of the anniversaries. I think there's enough of a special nature of the anniversaries on their own. Like, I think that it's a shame to not utilize the actors who played the Doctor, you hairy-legged Highlander. Um, I think that it's a shame to not use the actors who played other Doctors in the past. I think that that's it's a really sad thing that we have to wait 10 years until the 60th to hope to see any new to hope to see any classic Doctors come back on the show. So I don't mind if it's a multi-Doctor story not on an anniversary because they're such amazing actors and they're not getting any younger. Let's just use them while we still have Tom Baker with us. Let's get him back on the show. Oh, there's a Centauran hand. That's okay, Doughboy359. That's okay. I love that umbrella. That umbrella is brilliant. Fraser Hines hasn't aged a second since the War Games and they both slipped right back into the role, Boba Tennant says. It's lovely to see him come back. Oh my gosh. I think I've been overdoing things. Boba Tennant says, well, since the day of the Doctor we've had twice upon a time, I mean, meh. Yeah, see, they didn't bring back, they replaced, I love David Bradley in An Adventure in Space and Time. That is one of the best all-time pieces of Doctor Who that you can get. I loved him in that. They didn't bring back an actor to who played the Doctor on TV originally for that. So I think that yeah, it's not the best argument for multi-Doctor non-anniversary multi-Doctor stories to use Twice Upon a Time as an example, but uh, I think that they should have brought back you know any Doctor for that story. They could have really sold it. Doughboy359 says if you use previous Doctors too often, it no longer becomes special. Eh, it's I enjoy it. I enjoy it so much. The time crash segment was just the sweetest thing ever, and the Sith Doctor faints. Classic Doctor Years fan says. Uh, I mean, any idea, if badly written, is that's a no-brainer that it's not going to work. But it doesn't necessarily mean that the idea was bad. I think the idea of bringing the Doctor back who doesn't want to regenerate and having a future Doctor talk with them is excellent. It's just about how well executed it is. These orange eyebrows are insane. Oh my gosh. The Androgams. Now, I will say it's been a while since I watched this episode, but I used to watch it a ton, and I think that's why I've watched it so much that I was just like, always like, nah, I've seen that too much. Currently enjoying the Colin introduction to the tweet along, pure joy and heartful, the Rebel Time says. Ooh, let's see. Lots of lovely two doctors gifs on TARDIS Monkey's Twitter. The Friendzine rig. Shaka is one of the best characters, Boba Tennant says. Yes, a very memorable character. I think they should bring back at least one past Doctor every 2 to 5 years at most. 10 years is too much, Spadistress says. Right? Right? I never faint. Yeah, I love it when they bring back a past Doctor. Especially if it's like, if they don't replace them, it's so special and so cool. Celery. Fit Doctor reference. Jelly babies. He's remembering being the second Doctor. I am being. I love how he starts to sit down. I'm just like, wait a second. Yeah, I mean, I love. We all love every single Doctor, and I love Big Finish, but getting them actually on the screen with a new Doctor is just so much fun and so great. Like, I don't want to have to wait until every 10 or 25 years to see David Tennant back on the show. Like, that would be amazing. Those pants, just great. Colin actually loved working with Patrick as he's probably his favorite Doctor, and the two Doctors is Colin's favorite because of it. Rebel of Time says, "Yeah, I mean, if you love the second Doctor, you're gonna love this episode." Ugh, that is quite the wallet. Benjic Zoo 59 says we can start a multi-Doctor appreciation society in here. I want to see like the 13 Doctors for the 60th. Paul McGann needs to get back on screen. How amazing was that Night of the Doctors segment? The Day of the Doctor was brilliant. Although I wish they brought back more Doctors for that story. Sir Meow's Letting 9 says, I love the restaurant scene in the story. Yeah, right, right. I definitely remember that. Boba Tennant says, also, if anyone is interested, I put up a review for Boba Tennant, I put up a review for Robot earlier today. The two Doctors coming soon, and another story will be revealed tomorrow. That review will come out on Wednesday. Yeah, definitely check out Boba Tennant's review of Robot. Oh boy. That kitchen does not look up to safety standards anymore. I will put a link to Boba Tennant's Robot review in the chat. Sam H143 says, hey man, I'm a big fan of the channel and you inspire me to always grow my collection. That's so amazing. Thanks so much for hopping on to the live stream. We're watching The Two Doctors. What do you think of this episode? And oh, well, also that, and what have you collected recently? Oh my gosh, thank you so much for saying that. That's amazing. Rebel of Time, I definitely think you should buy this story on DVD. It's a great one. Yes, Benji Kazooie, your knowledge collection connection. Yes, indeed. We are 20, almost halfway through the first episode. We're 22 minutes in. I need the Sixth Doctor's other season to release on Blu-ray. I would get 4 stories I don't own. Come on, BBC. Somebody else let 89 says, yeah, that would be cool. I don't know if they'll do another Sixth Doctor season soon because they'd be finishing them off, but I wouldn't be surprised if it came within the next 2 or 3 years. Oh, I should have brought with me my the German. I don't know if I have the German set with the two Doctors. It's great to have the Centaurans back as well. This creepy computer voice. Oof. I love that it's just some purple lights. Do any of you have the target novelization for this story? I think I don't know if I've ever read this, but I want to. The collection season 26 has been my latest, and Colin Baker is my second favorite Doctor of all time. Sam H143 says that's amazing. Who's your favorite Doctor of all time? What's your top three? I need the Sixth Doctor's other. Yes, right. We still need Alex's autograph. Benjo Kazoo59 says that's thank you. Uh, has anyone watched Staged? I just finished it today. Aiden Phillips asked. I have not seen it. The other day, I got 18 Doctor Who VHS tapes with 68 episodes. I'm halfway through the Daleks, a classic Doctor Who fan says. That's amazing. If you can't tell, I'm a fan of Doctor Who VHSs. That's awesome. The Rebel Times says, is it best to get it in the Centauran collection? That way it's easier to get all classic Centauran stories in one set. Yeah, I would definitely suggest going with that. And if you get a good deal on the Bread for War box set, you get a pretty good price per DVD. Patrick Druid says, because of you, Alex, I'm now going to be getting season 14 on Blu-ray, so thank you. I hope it comes next month on the 27th, I just hope. Nice, nice. I'm so glad that it's got a re-release and that some people have a chance to get it. The only reason I didn't buy season 23 was because I already have Trial of a Time Lord on DVD. It's too expensive now for something I already have. Sam H143. Yeah, I can see that. Centaurans! Oh my gosh. They are so much taller in this story, but we can ignore that. The only story I've seen from this season is Attack of the Cybermen, Banjo Kazooie 59 says. Well, I'm glad you're getting to watch more from season 22. I love all the episodes of season 22 except for Mark of the Ronnie. Yes, I like Time Lash. Boba Ten says, oh, wow. John Fisher says, I also enjoy Time Lash. That's one that I haven't seen in ages. Okay, so Whovian 2016 says, David Tennant, Matt Smith, Tom Baker, and Patrick Troughton is favorite doctors. That's awesome. Sam H143 says, Matt Smith is my favorite, then Colin, then Peter Capaldi. All amazing. That's awesome. Sir Meowslet89 says, I need Alex P to autograph my Lost in Time box set, the best box set you can buy. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. John Fisher says, that would be awesome. Sue and Alex will be receiving about 30 Lost in Time box sets for people wanting them signed. Magic Kazoo 59 says, you guys are amazing. If you send it to me, I will, gosh, the idea of writing on a DVD is just like, no, don't do it. You don't do that. Oh my gosh. That Centaur must be roasting from the heat, Dan Johnson says. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love the multicolored lighting in this place. I love Time Flight. You consume me. Lol, Caleb Smith says. Oh, we should do the gunfighters once on live stream. Oh gosh. And Philip says, nobody, absolutely no one. JNT, let's go to Spain. Sam H143 says, when do you think we'll be getting the next announcement as to what the next season will be on Blu-ray? I don't know. Normally it happens when it should have happened when season 14 came out, but um, I honestly don't know. Hopefully very, very soon, but it's already past the time where we normally get it. Oh, so there's a Zoom link for the Bread for War collection for £12.99 from the Rebel of Time. That's a pretty good deal. Kevin Smith says, I love the gunfighters. All right, all right. Patrick Sherwood says, I might have to say that the Centaurans are too tall in this episode, but I don't mind it. Patrick Sherwood says, yeah, they're definitely tall in this one. Have we got any more simulcast planned? Banjo Kazooie 59 says, well, other than our weekly. Are we back? Are we back? Oh, I think we're back. Oh, good, good. Okay. Well, whew. I don't know why, but my computer just shut off. It was like, I'm out, yeet, and it was gone. And so now I've got to find my place. Comment down below with how far we are into the episode, because I've got to catch up now. He's back. Hey, we back. Lieutenant says yes. I have season 19 in the U.S. edition. Sam H143 says paid 130 euros for it. Oof. Well, I mean it's a rare set, so I can see why you went for it. I'm glad you have season 19. That's great to have it back on Blu-ray. Boba Tennant, you want to be a moderator? Go. Boba Tennant says it's the scratches on the disc for sure. Oh wow. Oof. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. My laptop just shut down twice now, which is no good. Not good at all. All right. Yes, we were. It's Megloss, Caleb says that's right. Oh, you're back. Yes. Is there a villain messing with Alex's computer? Yeah, I do not know what's going on, but man, oh dear, that's not a good thing when your computer just randomly crashes. Let's see if I can. Is it because is the way I'm playing the DVD? Oops. Patrick Sherwood says, well, I have something to say that I don't tell a lot of Doctor Who fans, and that is that I sort of like the Twin Dilemma. I don't know why, but I do. Hey, that's okay. We've all got our guilty pleasures, right? Um, let's see. I love Paradise Towers. I love, um, we've all got those episodes. I love me some, I'm trying to think, because I have what are some of your guilty pleasures? Frontios. I think that's underrated. I don't think that's bad at all, but I love Frontios. Don't hear a lot of people on that one. Daleks are hacking you, the classic Doctor Who fan says, right? Right? I love the Sunmakers. Oh my gosh, I could watch the Sunmakers on loop for ages. Ooh, the Twin Dilemma, Dan Johnson says, I like Arc of Infinity. Nice, nice. I love the Dominators and the Crotons, which I have come to find out is not a popular opinion. So Meowslot89 says, well, I'm glad you can, if you can like those episodes from the Troughton era, then you'll like every Troughton episode. I love Paradise Towers, Pex Lives, Red Kings are the best, Sir Meowslot89 says, right? How long has it been since you've watched the Happiness Patrol? You're due for some more time there. Another rewatch. Dragonfire, Caleb Smith says, whose book says, hi, Alex is not watching the Two Doctors today, but came to chat about Who. That's awesome. Thanks so much for dropping by. John Fisher says, I like Love and Monsters. Oof. Ooh, wow. That's I'm glad you can enjoy that because man, that one's a little bit harder for me to enjoy. But I mean I can get into any Doctor Who episode. Some of my guilty pleasures are the Time Monster, Time Lash, and the Horns of Nimon. Uh, Boba Tennant says, well then you'll enjoy most of the Myths and Legends box set. Dragonfire is ace, Caleb Smith says, right? Okay, so I'm back on. Can anybody tell me how far in we are into the episode? I love the Three Doctors, says the classic Doctor Who Years fan. Yes. Oh, I love that too. What about The Awakening? It is okay, Patrick Sherwood says. Yeah, that's one that I've seen like maybe once or twice, but I need another rewatch before I could pass judgment on it. I'm 35 minutes in, okay? I'll go there for a start. The location footage. It's great. Yeah, I enjoy 2/3 of Myths and Legends. Underworld, Boba Tennant says. Ooh, that's a harder one. I love season 15. I really do. Leela is the best. I love the Sunmakers. And I love Horror of Fang Rock. Those two I could watch on repeat endlessly. Uh, Invasion, I think, is a very well written story. it makes use of a six-parter in a very good way in that it a lot of six-parters will introduce the main villain, and then that story keeps you guessing. There are reveals throughout that I think help it keep the pacing up, but the execution of it just wasn't as good as it could have been. But those two stories, the Sunmakers and Horror Fang Rock, I could watch endlessly. We are 35 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay, so I'm about 36 minutes in now. The other day watched Planet of Giants, one of my favorite Hartnell stories, whose book says that's awesome. I recently was uh, given, you'll see in a recent, in an upcoming unboxing, John Fisher gave me a Planet of Giants VHS, which is one of the two I have left to get. The other is the Time Monster. But yeah, you guys are getting a sneak peek. It was amazing. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you very much, John. So yeah, Planet of Giants is just the last one of the last ones I need. Loving those VHS tapes. AI reviews Who. That's awesome. Thanks so much. I love Doctor Who on VHS, and this is all of the US Doctor Who VHSs to contain an episode of Doctor Who on them, except for the Time Monster. Spoilers! John Fisher says, right, right. You gave me so much for that unboxing. There's still more stuff to see, but I'm getting them hyped up, John. I love that package. That was so cool. Does anyone else think that the Time Meddler and the Ark are underrated masterpieces? Banjo-Kazooie 59 says. I think that the Time Meddler, it might see. I've been thinking about this lately. To call an episode underrated is, you've got to sort of make that definition because underrated can mean a lot of people have seen this episode and people consistently don't rate it very highly, but then you watch the episode and you really love it and then you think it's underrated. But it can also, an episode can simply be not as popular, and something like the Time Meddler, I think that once people watch it, I've always heard very good reviews of it. um, I just don't think that it's super popular, so two different types of underrated there. The introduction to the tweet along was amazing, exploring the memories of Colin's time filming the story, full of emotion, great one, the rebel of time. If that's cool, if you could link to that, that would be awesome, because that sounds really interesting. Most of my VHSs are signed, Paul. That's amazing. Nice. What about the mutants? Patrick Sherwood says the mutants comes in my End of the Universe collection box set, so I do have that. Um, the End of the Universe box set is actually quite a fun box set in that you look at it and you're like, what are those? How are those stories related? And I'll actually bring it up. The End of the Universe. Let's see, Doctor Who. I love the set. It's the only, well, other than the East. All right, are we back? Oof, my goodness. 3-0 computer. Yeah, 3 points for the computer, 0 for Alex. Oh, thank you, Rebel of Time, for that link, and Patrick Sherwood as well. Let's see, that's YouTube link. Let's see. That link didn't work for me, but hey, Benjamin59 says, hashtag, we must wait for Alex Patterson, aka the Doctor Who Guide. Remember, grow your knowledge collection, connection with other Doctor Who fans. Thank you, Benjamin Kazooie. That is a long hashtag, but I love every bit of it. I'm going to have to not watch the episode. I think that something is going on with my computer right now that is, if too many things are going on, I've got my live streaming software up. I've got the DVD playing software going. So you guys are just gonna, if you're watching the episode, you're gonna have to tell me what's going on, and I'll have to remember. But we'll also just talk about Doctor Who and hang out for a little bit. Huzzah! John Fisher says, yes, he's back. Sir Malzalot, he's back. Yes, right, he has returned. Aiden Phillips says, yes. Anyway, I will be talking about Doctor Who, and hopefully my laptop won't keep dying on me, because that's not good. That's kind of scary. Oh, this is awesome. So they got Colin Baker to. Oh, that's amazing. Aw, Colin Baker. Aw, that is the sweetest thing. Aw, one of his favorites. Aw, oh, Patrick Troughton. Aw, this is so sweet. Aw, I love this. Patrick Troughton made that first regeneration. That's what Colin Baker is saying. That's so sweet. Aw, he really does have the credit for making the regeneration work. That's so sweet. Here he is. He could be Colin Baker could be promoting himself, promoting the episode, but he's just being so nice about Patrick Troughton. That's so lovely. Let's see. This is so sweet, and the little music in the background is just so sweet. The Two Doctors is Robert Holmes' second to last story. He wrote The Mysterious Planet, and then the first episode of The Ultimate Foe. Um, so that was great. This is just the sweetest video. I love that he's just lifting up all these other people. Robert Holmes loved his Centaurans. Yes, right? Robert Holmes wrote The Time Warrior and created the Centaurans. So cool. They put the extra VHS version of Silver Nemesis on the season 26 set, kind of like they did on the season 26 one. Oh, on the season 25. Oh, I hope that they put the extended version of Silver Nemesis on the season 25 set. I think that they will. I would be surprised if they didn't, but that would be cool, Caleb. Adam Dublin Fishwick can't stay for long, just making tea. Well, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. This is such a sweet introduction by Colin Baker. Even though I was in it. Aww. That's so sweet. Aww. They had fun. Hope you do too. That is the sweetest thing. Oh, that made my day. Thanks for sharing that link, Rebel of Time. Are we going straight into the next one, Aiden Phillips? Yes, I would say, I believe that's the plan. It's too long to not go straight into it. Patrick Stewart says, "Don't cry, Alex." Yeah, I know. That was so sweet. That was so sweet. Oh my gosh. Yep. That must be the second time in this episode he's fainted as well. Aiden Phillips says, yeah. Oh. Boba Tennis says, I always thought this cliffhanger was far too silly. Surmeo's Light 89 says Colin Baker's special features on the Blu-ray box set were amazing. He's really genuine, great man. Yeah. Oh, he was so nice in that. Oh my gosh. And that's the thing. His doctor's a little bit harder to a little less likable than others at the start, but really when he really when the writing is right, his doctor is really something special. And Big Finish of just I'm so glad that they've given us a chance to see the Sixth Doctor in a completely new light, and I really love it. So, could you imagine the behind the sofa for this? Frasier might be there. Boba Tennant says that would be amazing. He better be. Aaron Raven says they will include it, even if only because they have a DVD master from the German Seventh Doctor box set for Silver Nemesis. Yeah, the let's see. I'm gonna go to. I need to see. There are three German sets for the Sixth Doctor, and in Germany they got season-long Doctor Who box sets before anybody else for classic Doctor Who, um, and that's a really impressive thing. And so for the Sixth Doctor, they split it up into three sets. The last set being Trial of a Time Lord. But the first two was season 22 split into two parts. So we got the Sixth Doctor Volume 1 and the Sixth Doctor Volume 2. The Sixth Doctor Volume 1 had Twin Dilemma, Attack of the Cybermen, Vengeance on Varos, and Mark of the Rani, and then, which is the one I have. But the Sixth Doctor Volume 2 has the Two Doctors, Time Lash, and Revelation of the Daleks. So that's pretty cool. For this being my first call-in episode, I like it. The Classic Doctor Who Years fan says, "Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it." The Two Doctors is just, it's a fun story for me. I enjoy it. But yeah, the end of the universe. We were talking about that, I believe, before one of the the times my laptop crashed. But the end of the universe set really it for years there was only one picture of it on Amazon, and it was angled. So the farther, there are 13 VHSs on in this set, and a couple of them are two of them are two VHSs long. So I think there are 11 stories, 13 tapes in this set, and it really, like, the further down the picture you go, the harder it gets to see what episodes are on this set. So you get the Sensorites, get the Reign of Terror, which comes with the Faceless Ones episodes 1 and 3, and the Web of Fear episode 1. That's in the U.S. Reign of Terror VHS. The Time Meddler, the Gunfighters, the Ambassadors of Death, the Mutants, the Invasion of the Dinosaurs, the Invisible Enemy, the Creature from the Pit, the Horns from Nymon, and Meglos. And those were just the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 VHS tapes to be released in 2003. There's no theme. The end of the universe is referring to the end of the VHS universe, not the universe itself. So there's no theme other than the fact that they were the last VHSs to be released in 2003. Those were released separately and in the box set. I'm fortunate to have met Colin twice in 1 year, which was annoying slightly because I've bought a signed figure of Colin for the previous year because I never met anyone from Doctor Who. Just my luck, Aiden Phillips says. Oh, but that's awesome that you get to meet Colin Baker. That's so cool. Adam Time Lord Fishwick, how are you? Listen to any Sixth Doctor Big Finish recently? Uh, does anyone know where I can get German Doctor Who DVDs? The classic Doctor Who Years fan says. eBay, Amazon, DE, and Facebook Marketplace are the places that come to mind. But yeah, I love the German Doctor Who DVDs. They're just the best. I'm still on the Mind Warp 1, Rebel of Time says. Gotta start it soon. John Fisher says, I missed the DVD series with Luke reviews. Will we see more at the Doctor Who Guide? Well, spoilers would be the operative word here. I have just checked. I got a message recently with some video files from a certain person who will remain unnamed. So you might very well, but I'm not confirming anything. I can neither confirm nor deny. But I've got to finish filming and then start on the editing. So, ooh, John Fisher says, yeah. So it's gonna be sort of revamped. Might not live up to the glory days, but we're basically seeing what we can do to bring it back. Boba Tenant, trying to make a thumbnail, and it would be nice if the crop feature will crop up. Oh, it's a pet peeve of mine. Good free Photoshop programs are hard to find, so I feel your pain. eBay, yeah, would be a great place to look. eBay.de is the German eBay. But yeah, I love the German sets. The German Sylvester McCoy coffee table book box set. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful, beautiful. Oh my gosh, that would be wonderful. It's so expensive though, but it's lovely. It's lovely. There's a lot of good Doctor Who releases if you know where to look. Let's see, Seventh Doctor, Cyber Doctor. Aha. Okay. Yeah, let's see what its price is on. Yeah, it's 197 euros, just 200 euros for a beautiful, beautiful box set. Yeah, check it out. There's the link. Afternoon from the UK, TARDIS Traveler says, welcome, welcome. We are watching The Two Doctors. Well, I say we. My computer has been crashing, I think, because too many things are running at once. So we're talking about Doctor Who now, and the people in the chat are keeping us appraised of what's going on in the episode. But Boba Tennant says, okay, now I'm mad at Canva. It will let me crop Colin, but not the Centaurans. I use Canva a lot for my thumbnails. But I'm sorry it's giving you trouble. I've actually started using my video editing program to as Photoshop because I can green screen things out in my photo and my video editor. So I've been using it actually to make the latest thumbnails. Rebel of Time says, Alex, did you know that my real name is also Alex? My friends call me that. No, I didn't. That's amazing. Alex is a great name. I'm a big fan of it. Big fan of the name. I wish we got media books in the UK. All the German ones look beautiful. Aiden Phillips says, yes, I have the Planet of Fire and Revenge of the Cybermen media books. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is brilliant. Patrick Sherwood, it is a very expensive price, right? I think it was started out at like 150 or something. That's probably the lowest I think I've seen it. And man, I mean, it looks beautiful though. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is brilliant. Maybe one year I just need to like save up and sink my entire like birthday or Christmas budget into getting it because oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. I found a way around it. The updated thumbnail is complete. Boba Fett says nice, nice. Oh, yep, yep. The media books are just beautiful. How many stories are on media book in Germany? Let's see. They've got a Four to Doomsday. Um, is the latest media book. Um, actually, Tomb of the Cybermen, I believe, is a media book. Then you get the Trial of a Time Lord media book from Panda Storm, the Four to Doomsday media book, the Logopolis media book, the Keeper of Traken media book. Let's see, the Black Orchid media book. The War Games, I believe, is that a media book? Maybe. The Visitation is a media book. I believe the Complete 11 series maybe has a media book. Revenge of the Cybermen has a media book. Planet of Fire has a media book. Castrovalva and An Unearthly Child, I believe, have media books. And Earthshock as well as Resurrection and Caves. And the film. So 80s gets good treatment with media books for Germany. But they're just so beautiful. Did you hear about the newly announced Big Finish set with Arthur Darvill reprising his role as Rory? Yes, I did, The Rebel of Time. That is so exciting. We get Rory back in at least two box sets called The Lone Centaurian, which is amazing. 3 stories each. I'm excited. Available May 2021. Oh, a while, but that's exciting. Aiden Phillips says, one step closer to 11th Doctor audios, right? Right? Classic Doctor Who Years fan says, well, I have just bought the Earthshock media book. That's exciting. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. That's exciting. Oh, I love a good media book. If you want to support the channel and order some lovely German Doctor Who releases, well then definitely check out my Amazon Germany page. It's my influencer page for Amazon.de, and if you click through that link and order some German stuff, you'll be supporting the channel. So that's awesome. It's ironic for me because I just watched The Big Bang the other day. Boba Tennant says, "Nice, that's a fun episode." Spazzy Trish says, "Oh, I love Rory." I know, right? Big Finish bringing out another incredible series. Hopefully, looks great. Earthshock is a great one. You get to season 19, makes sense that they would have media books for that. They would also have, they did Logopolis and Keeper of Traken. Trying to hint at something with Earthshock. Oh, maybe that's an upcoming review for Boba Tennant. Who knows? Who knows? Speaking of the Sixth Doctor, Perry, and the two Doctors, here's a link to pre-order the Big Finish Sixth Doctor and Perry set. The Royal Times says yes, yes indeed. That looks cool. If that goes on sale, I would love to get it at some point because that looks fun. And in fact, they've used artwork of Perry from the two Doctors, so that's fun. I mean, it's Big Finish does the Sixth Doctor right, you know. And the Lost Stories for the Sixth Doctor that they do, those are cool too. Really, I've enjoyed those. I've got all of those except for like the latest ones, the latest two or three. Is it just me? But I love the new episode, The Lodger, the classic Doctor Who Years fan says. I love that episode too. James Corden, just the best. Ooh, it's also out this summer / August. The Rebel of Time says, "Oh, that's cool. That's awesome." Let's see. Let's go to TARDIS Monkey on Twitter. See what they're tweeting about. That's not how the Beatles song goes, Jamie. I was him and he will be me. Who will I be? That is great. Oof. Sleepy Jamie's a mood, TARDIS Monkey says, right? Part 2 is a go, says TARDIS Monkey. Yeah, we're about an hour in. Well, the Sixth Doctor really loves hanging around. That's the end of part 1, TARDIS Monkey says. Yeah. Right? Uh, that's fun. The Rory set looks great, Dan Johnson says, but I will wait to get it because I've spent too much recently on pre-orders for Big Finish. What did you pre-order? I know that feeling. Oh, I think Big Finish overestimates our earning potential as Doctor Who fans. Whovians 2016 says we should do a Tomb of the Cybermen watch along. That would be a fun one. We definitely should do a second Doctor watch along soon. Oh wow, okay, hold on. Ooh. Ooh. So yeah, I see Revenge of the Cybermen, Keeper of Trock and Logopolis, Castrovalva, Media Books, the Fort to Doomsday, Visitation, Black Orchid, Earthshock Media Books. That's amazing. Planet of Fire, Revenge of the Cybermen, The Caves of Androzani, the film. Beautiful media books posted in this video by at IITU123. Nice, nice. So that's cool. I love seeing other collections. Um, so definitely send me pictures of your collection on a Twitter or email. I'm still waiting for the Moonbase rewatch. Dan Johnson says yes, yes. We got to do a Saga Doctor and Cyberman rewatch. Masterful, Time Lord Victorious, and Out of Time. Oh, Out of Time looks so much fun. Oh my gosh. I kind of know one of the writers for the Seasons of War box set, so I won't really want to get the CD so I can get it signed Benjamin Kazoo 59 says, that's awesome. That's amazing. Patrick Stewart says Doctor Who the Lodger was going to have Meglos in it, but it was changed? What? I never knew about this. I don't know if you have the AirZone solution. It has Colin Baker, Peter Davison, Sylvester McCoy, and Nicola Bryant. I do have it on. I think it's the US. Yes, I have the US VHS of it somewhere. Yes, I have the US VHS of it. Yeah, comment down below what you guys would like to watch on these weekend watch-alongs because I'll do ones for the Twitter for the TARDIS Monkey events because I enjoy these and I want to support them. But on weeks when they aren't doing stuff, it's just you know the world is our oyster, as they say. So we can pick any episode. Can we watch Robot? Boba Tennant says yes. Your favorite story. Um, yeah, I mean anything is a possibility for these watch-alongs. Robot, the classic years fan says it's a four-parter, so I enjoy that more than say a longer stream. Curse of Fenric would be great. Aiden Phillips says, "Yeah, I just got that on Region 2 DVD, which is exciting." The Happiness Patrol again, Sir Meows a Lot 89 is really getting to me. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, "Yes, we'll do." Another Happiness Patrol watch. Battlefield. Patrick Stewart says yes. Oh, Battlefield. Battlefield. I'm still I'm sad that nobody did a Sunmakers um, watch along on April 15th. Like tax day. What better episode to watch then? Hoovy in 2016 says I have season 12 on Blu-ray. Nice. Nice. I've got the second edition of the season 12 Blu-ray. Ooh, Boba Tennant posted Blu-ray collection. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, that's lovely. You got the season 10, 12, 18, 19, 23, and 26, and then the complete David Tennant collection. That's amazing. That's so cool. Very nice. Very nice. That's awesome. The Aztec Spazzy Truth says, "Ooh, yeah, we got to do a Hartnell." Yeah, the Robotide. Feel free to message me. I'm not sure what you're asking, but definitely message me on Twitter. I think the Time Meddler would be interesting to introduce more people to the first Doctor. Banjo Kazooie 59 says. Yeah, I think oh, who was it? The Who Addicts recently watched the War Machines, and I thought that was a cool introduction to them for the first Doctor, and they just loved it, which was very cool. Very cool to see people getting into the first Doctor. Yes, yes. You also have series 5 to 11, um, and those series 5, 6, 7. Yeah, nice, nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. The War Machines is also an admirable story. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, right? There are so many good choices. So many good choices. And also, all of the new series episodes are on the table. Um, I wish I could watch The War Machines Boba Tennis, but I don't own it. I want to watch it really badly. Yeah, that is the frustrating thing about classic Who marathons is that sometimes people don't have all 150, 60 DVDs. Ooh, Patrick Stewart has sent an article. Let's see what this is about. Oh, this. Oh, right, about how Magloss almost returned in the Lodger. That's cool. Oh, yeah. We can this we can do more. We can do 13th Doctor episodes. We did 2 last week. We can do anything that I haven't done a stream on already. Then I would be down to watch that. I have the Aztecs on one of the 18 tapes. Nice, yeah, the Aztecs. If we go up a couple of shelves, it's that red set right here. Yep, that's the Aztecs. First Doctor goes up until about uh there, and then it's Second Doctor, and then Third Doctor's that entire row right beneath it. Uh, and then we have the Fourth Doctor. Then Fourth Doctor goes up until there. And then we have the Fifth Doctor all the way down till here, and the Sixth Doctor, and then the Seventh Doctor starts there and goes down another shelf. Boba Tennant, we might make an exception for the Happiness Patrol and do that again just for poor uh just I would feel bad for Sir Meows a lot 89 if we didn't do the Happiness Patrol again. I think we need to do that again. uh, oh my giddy aunt. Oh crumbs, Aiden Phillips says yes. Banjo Kazooie says I vote the Happiness Patrol. Let's just do Time Lash and make everyone happy, Patrick Sherman says. Oh, Mary Willett says, hello, I made it this time. Yay, welcome. So glad to have you. And I'm wondering what the beginning re-release looks like. The beginning re-release. I'll have to run to the other side of the house, but I will go and get it for you. I'll be back in just a second. I'm on mute. I'm on mute. Sorry. Hello. Okay, there we go. Mo asks about the beginning collection box set. This is the re-release. It's one disc, one DVD wide. Contains the An Unearthly Child, the Daleks, and the Edge of Destruction. 3 discs, and it definitely cuts down on space. It also includes the Marco Polo reconstruction. Compared to 2006 version, 2 DVDs. It's a box set, one of the few that we get in the U.S., and here they are side by side. All right. I think I should be unmuted now. Is that correct? Happiness Patrol and Robot Double Watch of Attendant says, "Oh, back to back, that would be a lot." But Happiness, oh wow, that's got to happen again. Um, let's see. Nice. All right. So, is my sound on? That is the question here. Uh, also, I grabbed my Planet of Fire media book because Aiden Phillips was talking about media books for. This is number 118. There we go. That's number 118. Sound? Is the sound not working? Yes, we can hear. Okay. Dog Meme, good to see you. Yes, we have started. We're about an hour and 15 minutes in. I am no longer watching because my computer kept getting overwhelmed and shutting down. I don't know why. Good, sound is fine. Awesome. Thank you, John Fisher. Robot and Heaven News Patrol double feature. Oh, weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Oh, wow. Wow. We can, well, one per weekend is currently enough for me, but we shall see. You guys got my mind racing. Oh, look at this. It's Revenge of the Cybermen, the media book for German media book. Got the TARDIS on the back there, and this one is number 1755. Adam Time of Fishwick. Look, it's my 2 German media books. I love how the artwork is just lovely. Like it's got a theme. You know, it's in the middle there. I love it. I love it. It's just you've got the lovely glow around everybody. And look at this. Look at this. 2 different TARDISes, blue and orange. Really fun. Battlefield, Patrick Sherwood says. Yes. But then I don't know if I could last a week waiting to watch with Robot with you guys. Well, I think you'd love the story so much that you'd probably be fine watching it again whenever we we watched it, probably twice in a week. Um, but yeah. So I love the back of the book. Patrick Sherwood says, "Oh, thanks." Right? Yeah, it's isn't it lovely? Oh, hey, look, you can see the laptop reflected. Yes, I will check your message after the live stream, Rebel of Time. But yeah, I mean, I love Battlefield. The thing is, I love Battlefield. I don't know now that I've got that idea. Oh. Lewis, welcome to the stream. How are you? We're watching The Two Doctors. Actually, I'm not, but everybody else is. Dogmean asks, "What is a media book?" So, uh, this is a media book. It has a hard outer cover, and it opens up like you're reading a book, except that on the inside you have the DVDs or Blu-rays, which is what brings us to the media part of the book. And in the middle, if I can take out all this promotional material, as well as the cover art and stuff like that. On the inside, you have, I guess, the book portion of it, which is a booklet that is attached to the binding of this release with pictures and notes about the story and stuff. So that's the book part of the media book, and it's really cool. That's what that's. They are in English and in German. So they are There's both, which is cool. Or is it all just, let's see, at the beginning, oh, the introduction by Nicola Bryan is in English, and then the rest is in German. Yep, that's how it works. Yeah, so it's in German, but pictures are lovely. The releases are cool. This is cool. Anthony Ainley is the master. I was watching Behind the Sofa for Robot. That's cool, Adam. That's awesome. Oh, it reminds me of the Doctor Who the Collection releases. Yeah, they are very lovely, and I can't wait. Like I don't know when, but it would be just. Can you imagine like a shelf full of Doctor Who, every classic Doctor Who story, but as a media book? That's the dream. Oh my gosh, that would look beautiful. Lewis says, after the stream today, my season 14 finally arrived, so I'll be definitely be watching that. That's so exciting. Congratulations. I'm so honored that you are waiting to watch it and tuning in. Thank you so much. Aiden Phillips says it has to be said, but I was watching some videos on new series German DVDs. They put so much more effort into them compared to the UK new series DVDs and Blu-rays. Every single German release is just beautiful, and I love it. The care that they put into those releases. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Love the inside of the book. Patrick Sherwood says thanks. Yeah, I mean it's lovely. I love how it's designed. It's brilliant. I ordered mine yesterday for the re-release Banjo-Kazooie 59. I'm so glad you got a copy of the re-release. That's so cool. Boba Tennant, yes. Okay, it's official. After we finish here, I'm going to record my Two Doctors review and watch Robot for like the 18th billion time. Nice, nice. Enjoy. Enjoy. Ah, I can't wait until they release more media books. They do amazing stuff for the German releases. Must be said. What? How far into the Two Doctors are we now? About an hour and 21 minutes. So that puts us almost at the end of part two. I'm now only missing season 10 from the Blu-ray collection. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, "Nice, nice." That's just one more to track down. Yeah, how many of the collection Blu-ray box sets do all of you have in your collections? Season, I've got season 10, the second edition of season 12, season 18, 19, and 23. And then a friend of mine in Australia has bought season 14 for me and season 26, but is waiting to send them until they can get here safely. So Boba Tennant says, I got them all. Nice, nice. Boba Tennant also says, if there is a robot media book, I'll pay $200 for it. Well, thankfully, they're not that expensive. Not $200 anyway. Uh, Moses, one BBC show I wish they released in Region 1. Horrible Histories. The show got released in the UK. Yeah, there are a lot of shows that I wish were like released on Region 1. Or it's a frustrating when a show is released in Region 2 but not in Region 1. Like the Enemy of the World Special Edition never got a Region 1 release. Lewis says, I have all first edition. Nice. Lucky. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Adam Time of Fishwick says, I've got season 12, 14, and 26. Nice, nice. I've seen I think I've seen all of those unboxings. I know I've seen the season 26 and the 14, but I wonder if I've missed your season 12. Anyway, definitely watch Adam Time of Fishwick's unboxings if you enjoy Doctor Who, the collection Blu-rays. I love them. What are your favorite sets? From out of the box set so far? Jacqueline Pierce is incredible in this. Such a greatly missed actress. Yes, from um, oh, what was the show? Um, it was Blake Seven, right? Wasn't she in that? Benj Kazoo 15 asks, is there any chance of percentages of stores owned in the Whoseum app? I think my collection would look much better as a pie chart if I was looking at stores because of the collection sets. Ah, that could be a thing, but it's very hard to figure out how to program that in. But um, that would be something cool to do. But I haven't figured that quite out yet. But this could definitely be an option. I like the next season to be released the most. Yes, John. That's fair. That's a very good answer. Uh, the classic Doctor Who fan says, I have season 12, 14 coming soon, 18, 19, and 26. Nice. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, I have 12, 14, 18, 19, 23, and 26. All right, so just 10 left, or rather one left, season 10 left. The Royal Times says, I have 23, 26 with 14 coming soon. Nice. I like season 12 and 10 the most. Awesome. A new series wise, I love all of the Capaldi Blu-rays. Call me biased. Capaldi's my favorite Doctor. Bo Tennant says. I can tell by your profile picture. I think they should do a Doctor Who spinoff on the Time War. Lewis says that would be very cool. Big Finish essentially has done that. Mo says, why do so many people hate Jodie's Doctor? I don't understand it. I love Jodie's Doctor. Um, But sadly, there's some people are just very vocal about not liking Jodie's Doctor, which is sad. Blake Seven, yes, Patrick Sherwood says. All right, nice, nice. I thought that was the one. I've never seen Blake Seven. Does anybody? Does anybody? Would anybody suggest that? I don't know. I like her Doctor, but not her writing as much. Banjo Kazoo 59. Uh, it's yeah. I mean, I think that. I think she's judged too harshly. It's you know first actress playing the Doctor. I think she's gonna get sadly more hate for that. But if I had to find fault, I would say at times the writing can be a bit on the nose and a little too preachy. But I think it's oftentimes preaching a message of love and kindness. So I don't really you know uh, I think that a lot of people just are trying to justify not liking her because she's a woman playing the Doctor, which is sad. But I also think that there are just people who legitimately can have frustrations and problems with the era of the 13th Doctor or how Chris Chibnall is writing the show, and that's one thing to be discussed too. But I love Jodie Whittaker as an actress, and I think that I really enjoy her Doctor. Boba Tennis is all down to the writing. It's not the greatest, but Jodie is always good. I love Kerblam, Resolution, Spyfall, and Fugitive. It really is down to the writing. Um, does classic Doctor Who know how to be bad? Yes, yes, it does. Um, but we can look past it and still enjoy it. Speaking for myself, I do not like the writing direction that Chris Chibnall has taken with the series. John Fisher says, I like Jodie fine, but the writers and directors need to be better than they are. I was disappointed with series 11 in that it really needed to be just as good as it could be and to knock it out of the park, and I don't think it did it well enough to really get a lot of people on board with Jodie's Doctor. So that is a little bit that is sad. I admit that Jodie's episodes are not always to the caliber of previous seasons, but for the most part, I enjoy all her episodes, Aiden Phillips says, and Jodie is great as the Doctor. It knows how to be bad with Destiny, the Daleks, Boba Tennant says. Yeah, yes. I love those episodes as well. Banjo Kazooie 59 says, my favorite from Series 11 is Kerblam, because it just felt more like Doctor Who. It is a great show. Blake Seven, Patrick Sherwood says, I have all the box sets and they are great. Love the show. This cliffhanger is so funny. Boba Tennant says, what's happening? Describe it to me, please. I can't actually watch it without this crashing. But yeah, I think the Geek's Handbag, brilliant Doctor Who YouTube channel. You want to see that? Oh, the Geek's Handbag is my favorite Doctor Who YouTuber. Love Adam's channel. 2 pieces. Definitely check out the Geese Handbag. The Geese Handbag loves Blake 7 as well. I wish Russell T Davies would come back to do an episode or two. Lewis says that would be really cool. That would be really cool. Shark Eye wants to eat Barry. Oh God. Yes, he does want to eat a lot of people. Which series would you take with you to a deserted island, classic or new Who? Oof. I would. Oh gosh, classic probably because there's more and you would get less bored of it. Um, but I grew up with the new series first, and I love David Tennant, so nostalgia, man. I don't know. Adam says, I don't mind Jodie. There's times when I think she explains things too much and says some silly lines, but I don't think she should have all the hate she gets. Right. That's the thing of like, you know, there are things that I think people are complaining about with Jodie that that with other doctors they got way more of a free pass on. But yeah, I get that, Adam. Sermi Alzalot says, I know I've said this before, but I like Series 11 the more times that I've seen it. I watched it 3 times. Only need one story on that island. Sermi Alzalot 89 says, The Happiness Patrol. Oh, do you know any Kid Whovians? I mean, yeah, there are a lot of people who watch in this community who are um, probably in that 13 to probably gosh post we'll call them 21st century kids yeah, who watch the channel. So yeah, I do definitely know that there's still kids who are into watching Doctor Who, and sometimes certainly it's very funny to me to see like kids who are younger than sometimes the new series but who are obsessed with the classic series, and just it's like, wow, this is wild. Like to see somebody that young get just so into classic Doctor Who. I don't know if it was always that way, but I picture like, classic series like fanatics being like, you know, adults. And so it's just amazing to see kids who are just obsessed with classic Doctor Who. Boba Tennant, I'm a kid Whovian. Yeah, yeah. I'm 22, so definitely an adult Whovian. 1 month until my birthday, Boba Tennant says, I wish you many happy returns and plenty of lovely Doctor Who gifts. Caleb Smith says, I'm 16 and obsessed with the classic series. Nice, nice. I love seeing Doctor Who fans who love Doctor Who and who just, yeah, I love it. All ages are welcome. It's about a month until my birthday, too. Benjamin Kazoo 59 says, 18th of July. Well, you've got about, yeah, let's see, 17 plus 18 gets you 35 days till your birthday. Boba Tennant, mine is the 29th. I'm turning 14. Nice. Well, happy early birthday to both of you. Let's see. What age did you watch the classic series for the first time? Oh, that's a good question. I would have been maybe uh, 8. It would have been let's see, I was probably 11 or 12 when I started watching the show and got into classic. Probably 12 or 13. What would that put us at? 2009, 2000, probably 11 or 12. Adam Timely Fishwick says it's my mom's birthday today. Well, happy birthday to Adam Timely Fishwick's mom. That's awesome. I hope you have a good time celebrating. Bo Tennis says, wish her a happy birthday from me. Yes, indeed. That's awesome. I hope you have a great day. Celebrating. Colin tricking the Centaur in lol, Bo Tennis says. Snap. Snap, snap. Oh, yeah, my birthday is a long way away, October 22nd. Patrick Sherwood says, I love classic Doctor Who, and I'm 22. Nice. Same. Same, Patrick. Classic Doctor Who fan, I'm 21. Nice. Lewis says, I'm 13. I'm obsessed with classic, and I love uh, the modern series. My favorite modern Doctor is David Tennant, and my favorite classic is Peter Davison. That's awesome. You must love Time Crash then. That's like the episode, the minisode for you. That snap is now my favorite line of the episode. Dan Johnson says, right? Nice, nice. That's awesome. Awesome. Any other summer birthdays coming up? See, let's see, we're 2 hours 35 in now. Did you, okay. Nice, nice. So let's see, how far are we into the episode? Can anybody tell us how far we are in? Let's see, we're about 2:35, which means 45, an hour and a half, 15. So 4:15. Okay. I remember getting my first classic. It was Remembrance of the Daleks. I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time when I got it. Adam, that's cool that you got Remembrance first. That's a great episode to start off with. Aiden Phillips says, let's get Boba to 30 subs. He only needs one more. Yes, yes. I'll send Boba's link in the chat again. And you guys should subscribe. Get him to... Oh, Boba is at 30 subscribers. Well, we can get him up 31, 35. Oh, Banjo Kazooie says, there you go, 30 subs. Yay! Boba Tennant is now up to 30 subs. Check him out, subscribe. We are 1 hour and 36 minutes in. The Classic Doctor Who fan says yes. Nice. So 6 minutes into part 3. Nice. Good. And let's see. Boba Tennant up to 33 subscribers. Nice. Nice. Can we do 35? Let's see. Although my Two Doctors review is a 30 subscriber special, and I'll shout out all you guys. Boba Tennant says, oh, that's awesome. My first classic Who was the Macra when it came out. I was hooked. It was really enjoyable and holds a big place in my heart. I will perhaps make a review of it soon, so subscribe and hit the bell. Yes, definitely check out the Rebel of Time. I don't remember what the first classic story was for me. I remember Leisure Hive being early on, and The Seeds of Death as well. My first classic Doctor Who DVD was City of Death. So definitely have good memories of that. Let's see. I'm going to put the Rebel of Time's Twitter in the chat there. Lewis says I was the 33rd. Nice. Okay, what are we up to on Boba Tennant's chat? Are we up to 34? Let's see if we can get to 35. My first classic Who was the Ark in Space, so amazing. I now own almost all of them. Congrats, Sermiels89. That's a good one to start with. My first was Earthshock. Boba Tennant says, wow, you guys know how to pick a good first episode. Boba Tennant's getting emails saying that the Classic Who Years fan, Banjo and Aiden, subscribe. Nice, nice. The first Story Switch episode I ever watched of any Doctor Who was the very first episode, because Smith says that's a good place to start. Nice. My first was either Genesis or The Invisible Enemy, Banjo says. All right, let's see if Boba Tennant is at 35. Nice. Well done, guys. Well done. Genesis is a great one to start with. That is cool. 35. Gonna look at Boba's teaser. Coming very soon. The Two Doctors review. Yeah, that looks like a bot. That eBay commenter. That's a bot. Just leaving a comment. Move forward. All right. Thanks for sharing my Twitter out. No problem, Rebel of Time. My first was the Caves of Androzani, Lewis says. That's awesome. That's a good one, too. Boba10 says, Alex, don't trust the thumbnail of the teaser. It has been updated for the official review. Oh. Duly noted. My first DVDs were the Five Doctors, Tomb of the Cybermen, and the Three Doctors. Good ones. Good ones there. Was that a Revisitations box set? Or no, that wasn't all. Tomb and Three Doctors are on Revisitations box sets, but not the Five Doctors, I don't believe. Bobaton says, I do not know how to thank all you guys. Oh, no worries. I'm glad we could get you up to 35. And signed by Peter Davison, who says, that's awesome. Dan says, I think my first was Earthshock. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, my first DVD was the Underwater Menace, Caleb Smith says. That's, well, you can't, you win some, you lose some. No, I enjoy the Underwater Menace. It's not Troughton's best, but I mean, that's the fun thing about having like a nostalgic first episode is like your first experience watching Doctor Who. That's so precious and awesome and fun. Like, if it got you into Doctor Who, then it's a great episode in my book, you know? I loved it, Caleb Smith says. Nice. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Lewis is on 21 subs. Let's see. Channel. I'll see if I can find your channel link. See if I'm subscribed. See. See. All right. I think I've just subscribed to you. I think you're on 22. Yep, you're now on 22 subs. Got a Doctor Who review. There is Lewis's channel. If you want to subscribe to that, please. There we go. I was your 22nd subscriber. John Fisher says, I'm playing Minecraft at this moment. Banjo-Kazooie 59. That's awesome. Oh, that's cool. Have you built a TARDIS in Minecraft, John? Boba10 says, I'm definitely going to subscribe. Nice. I will start doing the Macro Terror review when my vacation is over. So here's my latest video. Hit the bell. Rebel Time says, let's see. Rebel Time. Let's see. So Lewis is now up to 24 subscribers. Let's see if we can get to 25. We can get the Rebel. I'm sure we can get the Rebel time up to 25. Oh no, the Rebel time's at 185. I don't know why YouTube said. Oh no, oh, I was seeing 23 videos. Okay, Rebel of Time 185 here. Let's see. Let's paste that in the chat. John Fisher says I haven't built TARDIS in Minecraft yet. Too many blocks, lol. No worries. What are you building currently, or are you just fighting zombies at the night, the middle of the night? Have you gotten to the end with the Ender Dragon? My sister put the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe on, and the beginning gives me Fort Doomsday vibes. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen that in a while. It is roasted Sontarans for tea. Lol, the classic Doctor Who years fan says. Oh, John Fisher just subbed to Lewis. Nice. Let's see. So Boba Tennant is up to 35. Lewis Frisbee is at 25. Congratulations. And the Rebel of Time is at 187. Oh, this is cool. Just hit 25. Thanks, guys. Lewis Frisbee says, nice. Gary's Mod is the best game to go in TARDIS. Nice. Just sub to Lewis Aidenville says, that's awesome. Just playing on my friend's server. I'm farming wither skeleton skulls at the moment. Whoa. Nice. But my brother always wants to play survival, and I'm too lazy for survival because it's just a bunch of mining, and then scary times at night trying not to get killed. But he does pretty cool stuff. So I prefer like playing games in creative. Spleef is fun. Missile Wars, that's a fun one. But yeah, I want to just. Oh, but my Minecraft skin is the Sick Doctor's blue outfit from the Big Finish Audios. Classic Dark Hughes fan just subbed to the Rebel of Time. Nice, nice. So what are we at? 188. Nice, 188. Nice. I only play creative. Caleb Smith says I've made so far my mansion, a movie studio, and a zoo. Wow, that's awesome. But Lieutenant says, Sir Meow's Lot 89, we need to be best friends. I love Fortune Doomsday. That's great. Sir Meow's Lot 89 says, Fortune Doomsday is another one I really like, but online seems to be hated. It doesn't get a lot of love. It doesn't get a lot of love. But Lieutenant says, Alex has sent Aiden's and the Classic Doctor Who's channels in the chat. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, we got to get them. Oh, yes, Hoovian Espresso. I see Hoovian Espresso's one. The Classic Doctor Who's fan. There we go. I will put those in the comments too. Oh, Hoovian Espresso. Can we get them up to 100 subscribers? We're only 9 away. Definitely get Aiden Phillips' channel. There's Aiden's channel. Oh, and the Classic Doctor Who fan. I've just subscribed. So you are now up to 45. Yay, I was your 45th subscriber. I bet we can get the Classic Doctor Who fan up to 50. There we go. All right. Definitely check out Aiden's channel and the Classic Doctor Who fan channel. Let's get them up to the next milestone. Sir Meowsalot 89. Oh, we got to get Sir Meowsalot 89. So you got to subscribe to them too. Let's see. YouTube. I mean, how many Sir Meowsalot 89s can there be out there? Let's see. Channel. Let's see if we, let's see. Hoovian Espresso. Classic Doctor Who's fan. Subscribe to both of them. 46 subs for the Classic Doctor Who's fan. Only 4 away. Let's see. All right, I will now put Sir Meowslet89's channel in the chat. I will be your second subscriber. Let's see. Sir Meowslet89 says, JK, I don't make any videos, but I do have a public video list with many random Doctor Who videos from many creators. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm subscribing. Your second subscriber. I'm 188, the Robo Time says. Bo Tenant says, our counts are 35, 45, 100, 180, and then Alex says 3K. Yeah, I think Alex wins. Hey, if you put out over 250 videos for every week for 4 years, then we can compare our subscriber counts and and see. But chances are you guys are just starting, so I'm glad to be able to help you guys out. And oh my gosh, that's awesome. Oh, I'll put yeah, that's Sir Meows. So I have this bad habit of just putting random links into the chat because that's what I'm talking about at the moment. But there's a 20-second delay between what I've just put in the chat and what I'm talking about. So people are often like, why is this link here? What is it? It's random. Red 10s, all sorts, welcome. We are, oh, Dan Johnson says I'm 2 out of 200. Yeah, come. I'm just having a Doctor Who subscribing party, lol. Yes, everybody, if you want to promote your own channels in the chat, go right ahead. We will subscribe to everybody. Let's see. Sir Meowslet 89 now has 2 subscribers. 6 subscribers! Nice! Oh, we got to get you up to 10. 92 subscribers for Whovian Espresso, aka Aiden Phillips. The Classic Doctor Who Years fan, 46. Got Lewis up to the 25 mark. Rebel of Time, 188. Boba Tennant, 35. Awesome. How is the 3 doctors go? The 2 doctors going? That's still a thing. All right, I'm hoping I'm back. Hoping I'm back. My laptop is gonna need to get. We need to send it to the shop or something because this is not good. I'm worried. I'm gonna have to get it fixed. That's the 4th crash in less than 2 hours. All right, how is everybody doing? The Buffer of Fear, the evil of the buffer. Oh, this is great. People are creating new names for Doctor Who episodes with buffering in the title. Whoever came up with that idea, thank you. That's a great idea. So let's see what you guys have come up with. The Return of Alex Mysterio. An Unearthly Buffer. The End of Buffering Part 2. Part 2. Alex looks so sad during the buffering to me, Dan Johnson. Yeah. Oh gosh. The Buffering of Fear. The Bufferness Patrol. The Monster of the Buffer. The Buffer is Time. The Underwater Buffer. The Buffer of Fear. Evil of the Buffers. Genesis of the Buffering. Attack of the Buffer. The Buffers of Mars. The Bufferness Patrol. Just had to me. Just had me lol. The Day of the Buffer, the Buffer Invasion, the Buffering Invasion of Earth, the Buffer of Doom. Oh, John Bridges says yes, right? The buffering again. Okay. There used to be this thing in the chat where you could go to somebody's channel, and that's not a thing anymore. And it drives me kind of nuts because that's so convenient to just pop somebody's channel open and subscribe. But maybe if I go to the YouTube page with a chat, I'll be able to do it. Maybe. No. The macro buffer, 4 to buffering the buffer planet. The curse of buffering. Oh my word, this is great. Okay, I'll now subscribe to Spazzy Trish. And Pyramids of Buffer, the runaway buffer. The macro buffer, that's great. And subscribe to Spazzy Trish here. The unearthly buffering, the buffer who fell to earth, the horror of buffer rock, the end of the buffer, the runaway buffer, time buffer, the unearthly buffering, twice upon a buffer. There is no such thing as macros, says. Oh, the keeper of the buffer. Power of the buffers. Oh, wow. The buffer of destruction, terror of the buffer. Power of the buffers. Let's see, the robots of buffer. The buffer of death. Oh, goodness. The stolen buffer and buffer's end. Yes. My favorite two-parter. The Mask of Mandra buffering. Oh, that's great. The undiscovered. Oh, buffer 6, the undiscovered buffer. Buffer towers. Yeah, that's great. The happiness buffer. The buffer patrol. The greatest buffer in the galaxy. Ghost buffer. The deadly buffer. Oh, the buffer assassin. The greatest buffering in the galaxy. The rings of buffer 10. Buffer rifle. Buffer rifle. Oh, the 5 buffers. That's what today is called. The 5 buffers. The 4 buffers, though. Buffer rifle. Ghost buffer. The parting of the buffering. This is great. The rings of buffer 10. Oh, the face of the buffer. The talents of buffer buffering. Oh gosh, the horror of buffering. That's what this stream is called. TV buffer. Goes with the 5-ish buffers. The buffer who fell to earth. The buffer games. The celestial buffer. The trial of buffer. Watching the 2 Doctors sick. Henry Dudestar says yes. Henry Dudestar is a big fan of the 6th Doctor. And does amazing TikToks. So definitely put your TikTok handle in the chat. I can probably pull it up here. I may have deleted. Where is TikTok? My phone is running out of space, so I don't know what's still on there and what's not. But I've deleted to make room. The 4 buffers. Big Finish subscriber exclusive. Yes. The buffers of River Song. Hello, 11:45. Currently, we were taking the word buffer and adding it to Doctor Who episodes, and also watching the 2 Doctors. With 15 minutes left, I believe. Buffers enough in time. Spearhead from buffer. The buffer from space. That's great. Yeah, Red 10. Comment your channel in the chat. Definitely. Buffers the movie. The Buffer Falls. That's great. Ascension of the Buffer Man, the Timeless Buffer. Trial of the Buffers. The two buffers. Henry Dudestar is codename HDS on TikTok. If any of you want to follow Henry, definitely check out his TikTok. Really fun stuff. The 10 Christmas buffers. Oh gosh. The buffer collection. The buffer below family of buffer. That's great. I've just uploaded two 12 Doctor videos on there. Very funny. Henry Dudestar says that's awesome. Oh, I bet your 12th Doctor cosplay is better than mine was for when I remade the teaser trailer for Twice Upon a Time, and I didn't have a white wig for Peter Capaldi, so I just cut it out of paper, and it looks hilariously bad, but it was funny. The girl in the buffer plays Kerbluffer. Kerbuffer. Boba Tennis says Alex with BBC made an announcement of the trial of the buffer. Yes, we are sorry to announce that on the airing of the trial of a buffer, we experienced buffering on BBC One. We're sorry for the inconvenience. Ah, yes, Reb Tens All Sorts says this is my channel. Definitely subscribe. 47 subscribers. I'm subscribed. Definitely, definitely. We can get Reb 10 up to 50. I know we can do that. The four buffering of Alex, the Doctor You Got, a new series coming soon to YouTube very soon. Patrick Sherwood says the arc in buffer, the invasion of the buffers. Oh yes, the wheel of buffer, the buffer in space. Anyone? The 11 buffers. Day of the buffer. That's what the day has been. The buffer fighters, the timeless buffer, the buffer games. Oh, we're at 16 likes. Nice. Ooh. My comment got a heart from Boba Tenant. The best box set you can buy is the Lost in Buffer collection. The Idiot's Buffer. Buffers in Space sounds like a Thomas and Friends movie. Henry G. starts it. Oh, gosh. This is great. Yeah. Buffer warning. How many minutes left on the Two Doctors for anybody who's watching that? The green buffer. Buffer polo. Oh, the keys of buffer. The buffers. Chat is being spammed while I'm installing every Doctor Who Big Finish audio on my phone. Rebel times it. Oh, good luck. The Buffer Guardian trilogy. Caleb Smith. Carnival of Buffers. Carnival of Buffering. Oh, wow. Wow. The buffering sounds like a Wi-Fi based 21st century horror movie where like your health goes down if your Wi-Fi goes bad. Like more buffer than 30 buffer in the buffer, more than 30 years in the TARDIS. More than 30 years in the buffer. Oof. Buffer and Company, The Doctor, the Widow, and the Buffer. Buffer invasion of the chat. That's the true name of the situation. The lag of the Doctor. The curse of buffering. Dan Johnson, 10 minutes left. To be honest, I'm not really feeling this episode. That's okay. It's okay. It's the sort of episode you need to be in the mood for. I think. Vengeance on buffering. Patrick Sherwood says that would be great. Just good connection. Yeah, is that what growing your connection really means? Just getting a good Wi-Fi connection? No. See, without good Wi-Fi, I don't know what I'd do. Buffers and crime. I feel guilty for propelling this trend into general popularity in the chat. Banjo Kazoo 59. Hey, it kept you guys occupied whilst I was getting the computer back up and running, so I appreciate it. Currently installing Time War 3, featuring the return of the Valyard. The Rebel of Time says, as the cyber leader would say, excellent. The fire's a buffer. Growing your knowledge collection and connection to 300 megabytes a second. The lag of the buffer lords, Henry Doodstar says. Oh, the buffer of a time lord. The web of buffering. The the buffer of fear. Aiden Phillips says, me neither, Dan. I turned it off. Oh, that's funny. Oh, dear. Buffer of decay. Earth buffering. Buffer shock, more like. That's my face right after the screen goes black. Cyber leader, excellent. I've heard this somewhere recently, but with an excellent. The unicorn and the buffer. Keep growing your knowledge collection and connection. Keep growing your knowledge collection and Wi-Fi connection with other Doctor Who. Buffer the Surface box set. The Buffer Conspiracy. Now available from Big Finish. Now available from Buffer Finish on cassette and CD. Buffer of Death. Buffer Lash. Have we covered them all yet? Buffer to Doomsday. Castro Buffer. Buffer Valva. Y'all are gonna listen to the first Doctor Adventures Volume 4, most recent David Bradley box set release. It's real good, 2 stories, 4 parts each, not boring, incredible set. That sounds amazing. Rebel of Time, I would love to listen to that. Bufferfield, Boba Tennant, thank you. I needed Bufferfield in my life, and I didn't know until now. Army of Buffers, buffering the early years. Yes. The Curse of the Buffer, the Chimes of Buffer Night, the Night of the Buffer, the War Buffers. Buffer Valva, did we do that one? I just did. That was a lot 89. Dr. Buffer and the Buffers. Oh, wow. 7 minutes. Any Fire Emblem fans here? As I will be doing a Marth meeting on the 6th Doctor video in like a month on TikTok. That sounds cool if I knew what it was. Log Buffer Lips. Was that Logopolis? The Curse of Bufferick. The Holy Buffer. Buffer Invasion of the Stream 2020 AD. Banjo, that's good. The Curse of Fatal Buffer. Oof, yeah. The Eaters of Buffer, the Buffer movie. The first story, Return to Skaro, is intense. 62, the pure historical last of the Romanovs, is great. The Rebel Time says that sounds cool. Buffers of Doom and the Buffers of Death. World Enough and Buffer. Fury from the Buffer. Somebody needs to go through this chat during the replay and mark how many of the episodes we covered with this buffer replacement and how many extras we get. The Buffer Fighters. The Buffer Planet. Empress of Buffer. Just Rose would just be Buffer. Claws of Buffer, the Daleks Master Buffer, the Faceless Buffer, the Buffer Who guy. Caleb Smith. Oof. Spazzy Trish says World Enough and Wi-Fi. And the Doctor Buffers. Haha, yes. The Buffer Falls. Terror of the Buffers. Boba Tennant, yes. This episode is not free of death. Buffer Fire. Dragonfire, did we do that one? Maybe? I don't know anymore. New Buffer. The Lagons. Silence in the Buffer and Forest of the Buffer. That's great. Buffers in Manhattan. Evolution of the Buffer. Colony and Buffers. Buffer Nemesis. That's great. Buffer Left. The day Buffer runs. The Buffer Master Buffer. Oh, I love that I know what you guys are talking about. Faulty buffers, yes, Caleb. Deep Buffer. Terror of the Lagons. Into the Buffer. Oh no, my VHS and Star Trek Voyager sets have all just slid down and are now in a mess on the floor. Oh no, Banjo, that's awful. Oh, it's the worst. Oh gosh. Now we have gone so far, we want to make sure we got all of them. Day of the buffer, name of the buffer, time of the buffer, the mind of the buffer. Oh gosh, I hope your VHS sets are okay. Oh, the robots of Bufferwood. Rise of the Buffer and Buffer of Steel. Uh, the Buffer Pit. The Lazarus Buffer. The Buffer Experiment. Buffer on the Wi-Fi Express. Silver Lag and Revenge of the Cyber of the Wi-Fi. I almost said the right name. The Stolen Buffer, Buffer's End. And now we're at the goodbye scene, Boba Tennant says. We've got 4 minutes. The mark of the buffer. The deep buffer. We got that unearthly buffer. The buffers. The buffer of destruction. Love and buffering. Nobody has said buffer more than the last 20 minutes. Yes, Boba. The woman who felt a buffer. Love and buffering, planet of buffering, 42 buffer. For 42 lol. Yeah, 42 buffer. Just buffer. Love and buffers, fear buffer. Oh, imagine an edit of just me saying buffer, 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 buffer. So many times. Oh. I had a crazy idea for a video once, which would be insane, to go through every single video of the over 250 I've made and cut out every single time I've said Doctor Who. That would be a lot. Be so much. Face the buffer. The buffer invasion. The buffer inversion. The Zygon buffer and the Zygon buffer. Eat my buffer. Eat my salad. Eat my buffer. The buffer invasion. The buffer inversion. Let's kill buffer. Remembrance of the buffers. The lag patrol. Oh gosh. Buffer towers. Lag towers. And the episode ended. Tom Buffer and Colin Buffer. Henry, that's great. Oh, would watch it. The faceless buffer. Fury from the buffer. Am I allowed to say Buffer the Next Generation? Yes. Love that show. Buffer bent. Oh, well, this has been amazing. Oh my gosh, the Abominable Buffer, the Caves of Buffer. This has been great. I think we have almost gotten every single episode. Uh, it was great. This was fun. Even though my computer crashed 4 times and we had a lot of buffering, we still had a great time. And you guys, all the buffer episodes, that was great. And we got to subscribe to a bunch of each other's channels. That was awesome. Got some people up to some new milestones. I can't wait to buffer the Vampire Slayer. Oh my gosh, Buffer Lash, Buffer 55. You guys, oh my gosh. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for watching this with me and joining me for this live stream. I will see you in next, we'll do another live stream next Saturday. I will be announcing what that is sometime during the week. So make sure you are subscribed and have the notification bell turned on for that. Thank you everybody for 20 likes. That's amazing. And thank you so much for hanging out, growing your knowledge collection, and connection with other Doctor Who fans. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you to Boba Tennant for hanging out, and Banjo-Kazooie59, to all our moderators, John Fisher, Aiden Phillips, Caleb Smith, Lewis Frisbee, Dan Johnson, the classic Doctor Who Years fan, the Rebel of Time, Aiden Phillips, Patrick Sherwood, Banjo-Kazooie59, Sir Meowslot89, Henry Dude Star, the Rebel of Time, Caleb Smith, Aiden Phillips, Spazzy Trish, everybody, you guys are all amazing. Patrick Sherwood, thank you all for being here. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Matt, yes, we need an edit of this where I say buffer every time. Oh my gosh. I'll see you and the quiz, yes. Hope to see you there and in the next video. And keep growing your knowledge collection and connection. Bye.